In the heart of Chicago's South Side, a war was raging. Not a war fought with armies, but with friends turned enemies, streets turned battlefields, and lyrics turned warnings. At the center of it all stood King Von, a young rapper from O'Block, who lived and died in the middle of one of the most dangerous rivalries in modern hip-hop history. This is the story of the three gangs that changed everything. It all begins in O'Block, officially known as Parkway Gardens, a place King Von called home. O'Block wasn't just another neighborhood. It was a fortress and a family. They represented the Black Disciples, one of Chicago's oldest and most feared street organizations. From O.D. Perry to Chief Keef, Lil Durk, and later King Von, this block birthed legends and lost too many young souls. But O'Block's rise to fame came with a price. Across the tracks, another crew was watching, plotting and preparing to strike back. Just a few blocks away stood STL/EBT, better known as Tookaville. Named after a young member named Tooka who was killed in 2011, this set was deep in the Gangster Disciples, or GDs. Their rappers, like FBG Duck, Lil J, and Wooski, became voices of the other side. Every song, every diss, every lyric was a bullet in this war of pride and pain. When O'Block lost one of theirs, Tookaville would respond. When Tookaville was hit, O'Block would answer back. It wasn't just music anymore, it was survival. And as this feud turned deadly, a third group entered the picture, one that didn't take sides, they took over. Meet 051 Young Money, one of the most unpredictable crews in the South Side. They weren't strictly BD or GD, they were a mix of everything and enemies to both sides. 051 had hitters like Drilla, Lil Mark, and Lil Mick. Their reputation? Ruthless. They didn't care who was on top, they made their own rules. Soon, they clashed with both O'Block and Tookaville, turning an already bloody war into a three-way nightmare. And in the middle of all this chaos was King Von, rising in fame, but still tied to the streets that made him. Von's storytelling made him different. He didn't just rap about the streets, he painted them. Every verse sounded like a movie because it was his life. Songs like Crazy Story and Took Her to the O made him a national star. But fame doesn't erase beef. It amplifies it. Even as Von toured the country, his enemies never forgot who he was or where he came from. He was trying to make it out, but the streets never forget their OWN. November 2020, outside an Atlanta nightclub, King Von was shot and killed during a fight involving another crew. The news hit the world like a shockwave. To millions, he was a rap star on the rise. But to Chicago, he was a symbol of talent, tragedy, and the endless cycle that took so many before him. Von's story isn't just about gangs. It's about how a system failed its youth, how talent grew from trauma, and how music became both therapy and target practice. 3 gangs. One city. Countless lives lost and a generation inspired to tell their truth through music. King Von may be gone, but his story? It's forever etched in the streets that raised him. This was the war that built legends and destroyed them. If you're still watching, hit that like button, drop a comment for Von Dove, and subscribe for more real stories from the streets of hip-hop.